Hey guys, I was just going to explain to you a little bit more about the strategic plan because I know it probably looks a little bit overwhelming to you guys right now. So let's just kind of go through this. And I'm just going to start here. This is in my Excel file, so you guys actually have the hard copies to this, and I'm not sure if you have this particular page or not. Um, but this is kind of just the one page plan. And basically, what we have are four objectives that we've come up with as areas of focus where the organization kind of needs to set some goals and work for in order to be more successful. So we've broken those up into people and learning, marketing, communication, fundraising and financial, and program customer service. So then those are all kind of broken down further in to these little tabs down here, and they're all color coded. So the financial and fundraising plan, I'm not sure which ones you guys have, but I'll start here. Basically, what we have is kind of a goal, develop the fundraising plan, and then there are like objectives and action steps under each of those areas. So the goal leader here is me and Brent Pfister, and then these were some other people who helped us initially get this whole thing started and up and running. We are always welcome to kind of circle back with these people, and they're just community members that we brought on board. But they kind of got everything started for us, and then the idea is that we'll use board members to kind of take this over and go from there. So basically we just have some goals that we can change each year, and it looks like we've kind of made a couple of changes here. Increase overall funds, reach out to 20 past donors, bring in 20 new donors, and add 2 new corporate donors. So those are things that we're trying to work on each year, and that we will tweak and do whatever as we need to kind of meet those goals. The current revenue, expenses, how much money we need per match, and then down here the objectives and action steps. Develop the fundraising plan. How are we going to do that? So these are all action steps, action steps that we can take to help develop the fundraising plan. Objective 2, enhance donor connections. These are all action steps with the people who are in charge of those, the start date, the end date, and any notes. And then same for objective 3. And then we actually have more objectives here too that we, as many objectives really as we need. So that's the financial piece of the plan. Marketing communications is another area. And these are all the different areas where you guys can just, kind of choose what makes the most sense or what you think is a good fit for you. So financial fundraising is one, marketing communications, people and learning, and then program. So the communications, collaborations, and marketing, Kelsey Minky is the leader of this group, and her and Abby were working closely together. We no longer have Abby. So, and this is just all has to do with marketing, communications, how are we going to make Mentors for Youth, more marketable, getting communication plans together, and then they kind of have, their goals. So their objective 1 was develop and implement a community communication plan. And then here were their action steps to get that done. Participating in community events, getting an elevator speech together, identify brand ambassadors. Brand ambassadors were going to be people who were community leaders outside of the board who would just help kind of promote Mentors for Youth. The monthly mentor emails, mentor support, engagement opportunities. And then they have some other objectives here, a donor communication plan, the video, which we actually have part of that done, and reach out to other mentoring program for best practices. So that's kind of just more all about marketing communication. So people and learning is the next kind of pillar or the next area. And this one, let's see, I can't remember who was the head of this one. It should say it on here. Oh, John Temple. Okay, and he's no longer on our board anymore. Brittany Becker was a community leader, and then Sarah Blackgrave, I think, was also. Oh yeah, she was also the lead on this one, Sarah. That's right. So this is kind of a little bit more geared towards HR, sort of. So they're recruiting, training, retaining, develop culture. Um, kind of more in that HR sort of realm with the board, the organization as a whole. So they had some things rolling on verify onboarding information and meeting for potential board members and create a checklist. We did, see a huge need that we don't really have any sort of process for onboarding board members, as you guys can probably kind of see. So the goal is to kind of get a little one page cliff notes and materials for new board members so they kind of know what they're jumping into in the first meeting. Staff development, volunteer development, and then just ongoing development. So this is a little bit more with training, teaching, HR's kind of stuff. And then we also have program service delivery and customer service. And I believe that, Donna Hopkins was the goal leader on this one. And she was also working with Kaiva and Ellen to roll this one out. This one looks mostly at our current policies, procedures, our bylaws, how we're doing things. And a lot of it too is just looking for big brothers, big sisters, and making sure that we're kind of following suit with what they're doing, going through all the policies and procedures, just trying to have like the best customer service and the best programs for the organization, and how can we best do that. And then this is just kind of the one-page plan that summarizes everything. So it has our mission, our vision, our core values right here. And then these are the kind of 4 groups of the plan and kind of broken down into what they do exactly. So if you guys want to kind of just look through, this might be a good place to start right here on this one-page plan, to just see, if there's any area that interests you, people, learning, marketing, communications, fundraising, finance, or the program and customer service. And you can, just let myself or Ellen know if there's any of those that you'd be willing. Now, what we were going to try to do going forward is you may meet with your committee. I'll just kind of call these 4 things committees. You may meet with your committee groups outside of our board meetings. And especially if there's something going on like with financial, we review the budget this time every year. And so we may have an extra meeting, get together and look at that. And then we will report to the board anything that we found or anything that we developed or any other goals that we came up with at the board meetings. So the board meetings are kind of to be used as updates on what the committees have been working on, if there's anything new, if there's anything that you guys need to present. So that's kind of how this all works. Also, for the new board members, you will be getting a black board binder, and it will have all of the bylaws, the policies, procedures, like everything basically that you need. There'll be a tab for monthly meetings so you can keep all of your papers together that Ellen hands us, like the financial snapshots and just any notes and things that you take. You can put all of those together. And then anything that you guys meet up with, the strategic plan can go in there, your committee work. So you'll have a binder to bring to all of the meetings. We'll also get black polo shirts for you so you can wear those to any event that we have. And then I think Sarah was maybe going to try and put together just something for all of the new board members with the board member agreement, which I'll actually be emailing that out because I'm not sure who has that and who doesn't. But basically, it's just an agreement. I think I have it right here. That just your board member commitment. And there's one place I did want to point out while I have you guys on here, this fund development. So this always like gets people like hung up right here, but make a personal financial contribution at a level that is meaningful to me. So this basically area right here is just saying, all of our board members do contribute to the organization. Now, whether you want to contribute $5 or $3 million, it doesn't really matter. And don't get hung up on this dollar amount right here. You know, it's just basically saying that we can, show our donors that our board is committed, not only with their time, but financially as well. And a lot of people here will just put, super strikes or one of the fundraisers that we do. I mean, a lot of times the board ends up, putting in their own money for certain things, P-Dye raffle tickets. So if you don't want to put an actual dollar amount, you don't have to. You can just put, something else that you may be doing throughout the year. And then this part right here, bring in meeting with 2 donors. This is the area that we're really going to focus on this year, is trying to take a board member along with Ellen, or using a board member to kind of get Ellen's foot in the door so she can present our organization to other donors and try to bring in some funds that way. So if you know of any foundations, family, trusts, businesses, basically anywhere where Ellen can kind of get her foot in the door and explain, her pitch on our organization, our goals, what we're trying to do with, needing, more money essentially. You can put two of those people or businesses or whatever right here. And I think that's it. So sorry that was kind of so long, but if you guys have any questions, just reach out and let me know. Okay, thanks. See ya.